Good morning, sports fans. Well, we got a sunny day. We don't know how long it'll last, but it's sunny right now. It is, however, it's only 30 degrees outside, so it's not exactly warm. I'm heading north to a small town I'm going to take a look at. But then you stay tuned after that, because I am on a special mission. That's right, special mission that I'm gonna take you along, and I hope I can accomplish something here. But we'll have to see about that. Nobody said this was an easy mission or one that I'd love to do, but it's got to be done. Got to be done. So sports fans, hang with me, and you know how that goes. I'm going to see you down the road. Well, I'm heading north on 62, coming to the metropolis of Edwardsburg, Michigan. I took a turn to the west here, just to show you some of the industry, some of the businesses west of town. South of town, really. Now, one of the biggest lumber distributors in the area is right here. And this is the VFW Post 2284, known as the Tank. And that's what they refer to their post as, the Tank. Ezra Beardsley, searching for fertile prairie land, started westward from Ohio in search of a new home for his family. In 1826, he was the first white settler who built a cabin on the south shore of Pleasant Lake on the campgrounds of Indian tribes. Look at this mural. Now, they wanted to do something in this town about this ugly sight here from this grain elevator. So the Uptown Merchants Association hired Christopher Stakowitz to paint this, and he did a heck of a job. In 1827, 4 young men left Detroit with several wagons loaded with goods for trading with Indians. Arriving at Pleasant Lake, they were permitted to build a cabin on the Beardsley land. In 1828, Edwards family arrived. Thomas Edwards, for whom the town of Edwardsburg is named, was a merchant and soon became the son-in-law of Ezra Beardsley. Now, this place is interesting. That first building you've seen there was right there was the police station. Here you got the village town hall, huge place. And this is even more interesting. The town hall and the police station, you have a marijuana outlet, okay? Yeah, if you got marijuana, a medical card, well, even if you don't, recreational marijuana, they sell it right next to the police station and the town hall. Edwardsburg for you. To the east here a little bit on 62, we got the American Legion. 365. And I could spend a couple hours in here from time to time. A couple of my buddies. Look there, there's a guy right there. He can't wait to get in. They're not open, but he's waiting. And of course, you can't go through here without getting caught by a 100-car train. So this is uptown Edwardsburg. Don't speed through here, by the way. They're bound to get you. And if you go just a block to the north, you got Pleasant Lake. The uptown was built right on the south side of Pleasant Lake. Gonna take around here a little gander. Gabriel Silver, a merchant, minister, land speculator, and strong promoter of the village of Edwardsburg, donated lots to the Baptist Church, established in 1830, the Methodist Church, established 1835, and the Presbyterian Church, established 1877. The school opened in 1829 in the home of Thomas Edwards. And now you got a little more history of this great town. Let's stop here and take a look at this lake. Nice lake. A newspaper, the Index, began in 1874. The Edwardsburg Argus replaced it in 1877 and was published in Edwardsburg until 1969. And that followed the incorporation of the village in 1912. Edwardsburg Fire Department's first truck was a 1926 Ford, how about a T-Ford? Well, you wonder where he's at right now. Of course you do, you always do. So I'm going to tell you. I'm uptown Edwardsburg, Michigan, small town north of South Bend, just over the border, just over the state line. This property right here that I'm in front of, vacant property, used to be a tavern at one time, burnt down, and I stopped here a few times in my youth. This place has been gone a long time, and this land is still vacant. It's a shame, because this town right up in here could use a nice restaurant. Yep, maybe a tavern and a restaurant, yep. Anyway, we're gonna look around. There ain't much to look at in this town, Edwardsburg, but there's a lot to talk about. Got a used car lot over here on this side of me. And this is the main drag right here. Pan around. You can get a look around. Yep. And I'm going to show you a few things about this uptown. It won't take long. And then we'll mosey around town a little bit. So hang in there, sports fans. Now that building you've seen right there used to be the fire department, but they built a brand new fire department on 62 just south of town. Really nice one. This would have been the heart of the downtown area. Built right on Highway 12, right off 62, the junction. The Edwardsburg public school system has grown tremendously over the years and is now a blue ribbon school system. Not bad. Way to go, Edwardsburg. Edwardsburg has 6 schools and a total of 2,647 students. 876 attend the high school. That high school is very interesting. There's a museum. Not open, by the way, when I got there. Like a lot of these museums, they're just not open. But this is what's interesting. They have taken their athletes, all sports, printed these little posters up that attach to the light poles and electrical poles. So all these students are representative for their sport. Really, really cool to drive around or walk around the town a little bit and see these signs of the students. They take their sports and their eddies, as they're called, very seriously. They've done pretty darn good. Their football team, for instance, is one of the highly ranked teams. Consistently, very, very good. And there's the old funeral home. You got to have that. The teacher-to-student ratio is 19, almost 20 to 1. Doesn't sound too good, but I found these ratios to be way out of line sometimes. That's because some school systems count everybody. The counselors, the office personnel, all those as teachers, and in essence they really don't teach. As you can see here at the end of this block, there's Pleasant Lake. Medium household income in this city, $50,900. And there's their war memorial. Now this next guy you're going to look at here, Jerry here, realtor, and an excellent golfer, almost pro. You know these realtors have a lot of spare time, so they get out and they golf. They're really good. By the way, that leads me into the medium household income here in this town is about $51,000. The medium home value is about $113,000, and the medium rent is about $900. Also, I can tell you that the crime rate here is well below the national average and the state of Michigan average. So they're doing very well as far as their crime rate goes. Now I'm just driving around the campus here, school campus. And this is the high school, the junior high school, and one of the elementary schools on this campus. Very interesting how they've done it. And they're going to be expanding to the west. They're on 12 now, right off of 12. They're going to expand far to the west here. I think it's an elementary school that's going to be added to this campus. This is very interesting when you look at the high school and you look to the left there. They have a performing arts department. Look at the size of this building here. Very, very good, Edwardsburg. If I had kids, I would love them to grow up here in Edwardsburg and go to school in the Edwardsburg school system. And there are people. Oh, see that church over there? Very interesting. That church has been under construction for about 4 to 5 years. And they just build as they get this money. And they're finally finishing up. I think they may end up with see this land to the left? This is some of that land they're going to build on back there. Yeah, that church will be fully finished, and I think they'll have an education center. And there's land. We've already passed the schools, and we're going through Edwardsburg. Remember, when you go through Edwardsburg, don't speed. I wouldn't think of it. And over the tracks, and that's 62 going south. There's that grain elevator on the right. Well, sports fans, that was the small town of Edwardsburg. Now, there's not a lot to Edwardsburg. It is kind of spread out a little bit. But there's a lot going on in the outskirts. A lot of businesses, big and small. Construction going on. I just wish Edwardsburg had one more restaurant. Good sized restaurant. One big enough to could even hold groups. So as it is, there's a place down the road at one of the lakes called Stacy's. But that's east of town a ways. And that's about it. Well, there's one right in town now. There is one in there. I kind of forgot about that one. Right in town there. But I'd like to see another one. I'd like to see it at that vacant lot I showed you. Anyway. Okay, that was Edwardsburg. Now, we're going on a hunt. That's right, I told you we were going to be doing something. I had a chore to run. And I do. Ben have to go find, yes, Ben's hang-ups. I gotta find a Christmas tree. Now, I know Christmas is over, but this is the best time to buy one, if you can find them. Now, I'm not talking about a real tree, of course. I'm talking about an artificial. And I don't need a big one anymore. Small one. But I'm out looking for it. Our old tree at home is just, it's ran its course. It's had its finer days. Got a lot of lights out, probably over half of them. So it's time we'll get a new tree. Might as well buy it now. You buy it in the season, woo, Christmas season, you're gonna pay through the nose for that. So we're gonna see if we can find a bargain. Wouldn't surprise me if they've already put them away, you know. But we're gonna try. So I'll take you with me a little bit here. Yeah. We're going to try to film this if we can film some of it for you. Well, we're on that mission. First place we stopped, you guessed it. Why not? Menards. Now, I like Menards. One of the cleanest stores you'll ever go in. And I'm going to put some foot traffic down. I'm going to lay out some rubber. Walk around. Well, failed. So we'll try this place right down the road. Home Depot. Why not? Okay. Let's walk in here, see what's going on. Well, if I look straight ahead and I look left and right, I'm seeing a lot of empty aisles where there used to be displays. That tells me I'm in trouble. But I'll mosey around a little bit. You know what that means. Yep. And look what I found. Not a Christmas tree. They're long, made of wood. Oh well. So back in the garden where they had a lot of the Christmas displays, especially trees and so forth, empty. Really, really empty. Back doors here aren't even open. Oh well. I guess time to mosey on out of here. GMA aisles. Oh. Yeah, stop in the GMC. And we'll just go across the street. Straight across the street. You know what that is? Of course you do. Everybody knows it's Walmart. Why, sure. Why not give Walmart a shot? Something I don't do very often. So we'll walk up here, walk through Walmart and see what's going on. Green and red storage bins. Huh. Maybe there's hope. Uh-oh. Back here where they were, nothing. Shelves empty, display area empty. Out of luck. Well, I know what that is. That's the door, and that's where I'm going. I'm out of here. All right, I'm going back to Menards. Yeah, I bought a tree, all right. Stop at Martin's Supermarket. We'll walk in here. I got one item I need. I'll buy that one item, and oh, no, I won't. As usual, I go in for one item and come out with about 10. $50 later. Yeah, this is normal. Well, I will tell you the most important thing. Most important thing I got here in a minute. Hey, I got a pie. Boston cream pie. How about that? All right, let's try one more place. Meijer. I don't hold out a lot of hope, fans. And I failed. Well, I tried another 15 in there. Another 15. About 8 more stores. Nothing. Not a darn thing. So I'm out of here. Do me a favor. Would you subscribe to the channel? It takes about a couple seconds. Doesn't cost you a thing. It helps me out a little bit. Keeps me going. Not money-wise. Just, emotional-wise. So fans, you know how it goes now. I'm going to see you down the road.